Welcome back to the Citystead, everyone, and happy Saturday. So, I've been thinking a little bit about doing something else, another little short series for the channel. All these different seeds I've been buying for the Seed Company Spotlight series. If you haven't been watching that, it's on Wednesdays, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I thought maybe we would do a thing where I show you all the seeds I got. Everybody loves seed hauls and seed stuff like that, and that's on our brains right now is seeds and starting them, collecting them, hoarding them, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're doing with them. I'm hoarding them. I can't start any yet, but we will be getting there soon. But I thought, let's do it. Let's chat a little bit about some of the seeds I got from some of my hauls. As you can see, I got all my seed. Well, not all of it, some of it. I made the joke earlier about how I hide seeds in all my rooms of the house. That way it doesn't seem like I have as many. So we have some seeds here, we have some seeds in the house still, we got some seeds other places. We got some seeds in the mail, I'm sure. But thought today maybe we would start the same way we do with our company Spotlight, and we'll do Mary's Heirloom Seeds. I'll show you everything I got from there. Kind of a quick, super quick overview. I don't want to be like a super long drug out video and bore you guys, because I know it can definitely get boring just listening to somebody. So the haul I got from Mary's was pretty large. Mary's has the 99-cent seed selection. She has other stuff that's higher priced, but she has a page full of seeds that are 99 cents. And when seeds are that cheap, it's hard to resist. So I went a little bit crazy there. I bought some stuff that wasn't in that section, and I got a lot of really good stuff. In fact, let me show you the stack of seeds we got when we shopped at Mary's. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious, can you believe all those seeds? Yeah, it's quite a bit, guys. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it's too many, but I give a lot of this away in the seed swaps that I do. So, yeah, keep a lookout, because I think that envelope is actually on its way back to me right now as we speak. So after planting a lot of flowers a couple years ago, and I really learned about how much flowers do for pollinators and really help the garden, I had a crazy mindset that I only could plant vegetables and that's all I needed. And it worked, it's okay, but when you throw in some flowers, holy samoli, it really increases all of your vegetable production. So hats off to my wife, because she really kind of forced me to do it. She said, I want to cut in flower garden if you're gonna have all these vegetables. And it worked out great, because we both win. She gets all these beautiful flowers to cut, and I get tons and tons of veggies to pick. So yeah, so along that route, I also seen that herbs are another thing that pollinators really enjoy. So I got a lot of herbs and flowers that I got there. I got this awesome butterfly mix from Mary's, and her butterfly mix has got to be one of the better ones I've seen out of all the things. Good variety, really actually good stuff for butterflies. Sometimes people sell seeds in the butterfly mixes that are not really a butterfly attractant, not really a favorite of the butterfly, but because of whatever reason people seem to think they are. And so they get them a lot in those, and she did not have any of that. I got this black oil sunflower. I love sunflowers, so I had to get me some of that. I got some dill, we got sage. Now we get into the herbs a little bit. We got some sweet basil, because oh, sweet basil, just perfect garden smell. You go out there, just kind of rub that a little bit while you work outside, and you're going to be enjoying the aroma the rest of the day. I got some lemon bee balm. Anything lemony type flavor is really good for helping with pests. Kind of keeps bugs away, masks that smell a little bit. What else we get? Corn flour and borage. The borage is something I just started growing last year. Absolutely awesome. The flowers are great. It's got a real good sized stalk to it. I was surprised at how robust the borage is, but I really enjoyed having it. So I got some more extra borage to plant around the Citystead, and I got an extra package to give away at some point in time too. With over 700 varieties of seeds, Mary's carries, they had tons and tons of peppers, and I absolutely love growing peppers. I grow a ton of them every year. I plant a few different beds full of them. I try habaneros, jalapenos, all sorts of different sweet peppers for the kids. Banana peppers are a huge hit around here usually. So I just enjoy growing peppers. I grow a lot of them. And I found a whole bunch of peppers on Mary's site, and I got something like the Anaheim pepper. You guys ever hear that one? Pretty big. I got the Seriano pepper. pretty pumped about that. I've never grown that one before. I did get a sweet banana pepper because I really like banana peppers. So do my boys. They'll come out here and they'll pick them off and eat them like crazy. Then I got a cayenne pepper. I really want to get into trying to make some sort of hot sauce. So cayenne pepper, I think I can make a hot sauce or some kind of pepper flake, you know, for adding to dishes and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I got that one. And then I got a jalapeno pepper because jalapenos are my absolute favorite pepper. So I had to buy a jalapeno pepper pack because you just gotta. Jalapenos are like the absolute perfect. They give you just enough to like feel you're eating a hot pepper, but you know, not enough to murder your mouth. If that makes any sense. If you've eaten really hot peppers, you know what I'm talking about, right? There's that real fine balance where it's a good flavor and just the right amount of heat before it just starts melting your face and your mouth off and making you sweat like a stuffed pig. So yeah, that's why I like jalapenos, because they are the perfect one. At least for me they are. Other people might have different tolerances, but that is my tolerance. So when I was learning to can for the very first time a couple years ago, well, my wife learned and then she kind of taught me. We taught ourselves through the Blue Book of Canning. I think that's what it was called. So I had to get me some pickling cucumbers because we absolutely love our pickles in this house. We eat a lot of them. That's mostly what our canning has been to this point, is pickling different things. That's where our experience is. I really want to get into pressure canning, but I'm not there yet. I haven't tried it, so I had to get some more pickling cucumbers because I want to grow enough of those to have enough pickles throughout the whole year, because we eat a ton of them. But I got into the squash section on Mary's and really pumped about all the different squashes I got. I got the scallop squash. We grew this a few years ago and we actually made it into a mock pineapple, which was awesome. It actually, the way you cut it up and sliced it and everything, it made it perfect looking like a shape of a pineapple when you cut it up. So I really love that little scallion squash, and we're gonna grow it again this year, I think, because we didn't do it last year. But I really missed it from making all that mock pineapple stuff. I got me a butternut squash. What is it, a Waltham butternut squash? Butternut squash is really nice for a winter squash. I got all sorts of different zucchinis. I got the Black Beauty, I got the Cocozella. What else did we get? The Caserta zucchini. And I really like the different ways zucchinis look. We got a delicata squash, kind of like a zucchini, sort of in a way like a zucchini. Zucchini is another one that's really good when you're doing flavor profiles, because you can make it taste like just about anything in the world you want. My favorite thing is probably the mock apple pie that you make with zucchini. So I can find a zillion different ways to use zucchini. Zucchini relish is amazing. What else did we do with the zucchini? We made an orange marmalade actually with zucchini. Now that was an interesting one, but very good, very flavorful. And when the middle one, Mr. Man, was a baby, oh my goodness, he could eat that scooping it out of the container. He really loved it that much. So definitely going to be growing a lot more zucchini and doing different things with the zucchini again. I just love that it's so adaptable to flavor and being able to cook it so many different ways. Makes it something you can really enjoy all season long, even though we do get a crazy amount of abundance of it. I got an acorn squash, you know, those, gotta have some of those good winter squashes you can try to hold over. And then I got this Kashaw pumpkin, the green striped Kashaw pumpkin. I don't grow a ton of pumpkins, so I might end up growing that over at the parents' place. They got a lot more land, they got 85 acres. You know, so we want to try to do some stuff over there eventually. I'm thinking that might be something we start over there. All right, kind of the best of the rest here. I got some blue potted peas. Who does not love vegetables that are very colorful and bright, and just, I mean, it's gonna be great. I think the kids will enjoy stuff like this because anytime you can add colors to things, it kind of piques their interest a little bit when it comes to eating. My kids grew purple carrots this one time, but only the outside was purple. As soon as we peeled it and there was orange underneath, they were very disappointed. So I gotta think now about, okay, we've gotta grow these colorful vegetables because they really dig them and really get into them. I got a little bush bean. I don't grow a ton of bush beans. I normally trellis them on our A-frame, our little what do we call it, the bean tent that we have over there. You guys have seen plenty of it in videos. So Might grow some on the outside edge of it, you know, kind of like a walkway. Have the ones up the trellis and then the ones on the outside edge, because I want to have enough to make a bunch of dilly beans. Like I said, we pickle a lot of stuff. Dilly beans were really good. And we threw a jalapeno in there, so we had a little spice to them. Perfect. We got a long purple eggplant. My wife was not an eggplant fan until I gave her one of these Japanese long eggplants cooked up, and she is all of a sudden a huge eggplant fan. So if you want to change somebody's mind about eggplant, try the slimmer Japanese style eggplant, not the globe ones. I'm not a fan of globe eggplants myself either. I'll eat them, I think they're good, but the slimmer ones are so much better. What do we got? A kohlrabi, something we just started growing a couple years ago. Kind of like a cabbagey, potato-y type thing. It's really good. Something different, kind of breaks up your meal of your normal stuff when you're eating it. I got this daikon radish. Very excited about that. I want to grow a massive radish. Something you can really roast up and just eat for a while. I think that'll be awesome. I got some turnips. I got some purple plum radish, and I got some Detroit dark red beets. Of course I had to get them because of Detroit dark red beets. And then I also got a red burgundy onion. I've never grown any onions myself. This will be my first year trying it. Hopefully it goes well. Alright, so we got a lot of greens. We are a greens family. It's probably one of the things I grow the most of. I'm really into greens. This year we got some pak choi from Mary's. I've heard a lot of really good stuff about it. Never actually grew it or had it myself, so really looking forward to that one. I got some, just some regular spinach. We're big spinach fans here. We eat a lot of it. What else we got? We got a leek. I've never grown leeks before. I'm really into trying to figure out how to do some of this stuff, and I know I can't do a ton of it because of my limited amount of space, but I'm going to try to get as many different varieties of stuff out there as I can. I'm going to really work on succession planting so I can get as much out of it as I can. I got a dwarf Siberian kale, and then I got a red Russian jack kale. We just found out that we really like kale like a couple years ago, especially after it hits that frost. It's a unbelievably sweet, perfect green, but even in the summer it's actually a pretty good snack to just pull off a plant and eat on, and plus kale chips, and the kids liked kale chips, so I'm going to try to make some more kale chips this year. I'm going to try to get some kale. The only thing we really got to do is keep that darn groundhog out of it, and we'll actually have some, because that's what happened last year. He ate all of it. We didn't get very much. What else I got? Simpson lettuce, kind of a normal lettuce, but got to have a really good stock of lettuce. Lettuce grows really quick, really fast. You can see the whole area, very compact growing conditions with it. So I got a bunch of different kind of lettuces I'm going to be growing out here. And then this is probably the one I'm most excited about. The Ford Hook Giant Swiss Chard. So when Mary grew this, she grew a plant that was over 5 foot tall, like insane. I think she, obviously she's saving that for seed, for, maybe this is those seeds. It wasn't something that she was eating off of. She was saving it just for seeds, so she was growing a really tall, big plant like that. I'm gonna eat this. But normally when we grow it, it's already pretty big, right? 2-3 foot long leaves you can get sometimes, so I can't imagine what this giant one is going to look like. And I really love Swiss chard. It's my absolute top green. I eat it when they're young leaves as kind of a salad green, a lettuce type that you would throw on a burger or stuff like that. And then when it gets bigger, we cook it. We've tried cutting the stem down and putting the peanut butter and the raisins on there like bumps on a log, and the kids seem to like that. Blah. It always happens toward the end of these videos. But that's it, guys. That is my seed haul from Mary's. Pretty good. I hope I crammed that in there really quick and didn't bore you guys too much. Alright, well, from the greenhouse, that was our first seed unveiling. Seed Saturday. I don't know what we'll call it. Something like that. And I'm going to do some more from all these other little orders I got. And I'll just keep showing you guys until we get to plant some. And I'll show you that, of course. I'm going to kind of go through all the steps I'm going to take this year into the garden. Give you as many gardening videos as I can, because I know you guys all love them. Who doesn't love gardening videos, right? And tours, all that good stuff. But I just thought this would be a fun little video for a weekend view, and how you can watch somebody else open all their seeds. If you're not buying them, you can watch other people buy them and dream about what you're going to be getting next year. So remember, be bold, grow bold, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.